What is your most confident Final Four teams?
Oh, that's such a hard question because there's so many good ones, but I'll
I'm
have
saying you got $1 million on the line.
I'll have
What
to
do you got?
go with my second bracket, which is really my first, but I somehow messed it up and was called my bracket number two. Of course, I messed it up by pressing something. So, okay, my main Final Four here is UConn, North Carolina, and
Okay.
Tennessee, Houston. Yes, I got all the number one seeds in there, blah, blah, blah. But I feel confident about it. UConn overall is the best team in uh, college basketball. North Carolina, they can run you into the ground. They have such a good fast break offense. Like that's how they beat Duke. They just ran him in the ground, especially like the first meeting, which I want to say was at North Carolina. Houston has the best defense in league. Like they can fight through screens. It looks like they're like, oh, that guy's wide open because the guy in the middle has to like recover because he's trying to help, like second or third guy helping. But then they're so athletic, they can get there and block your shot. It's insane. I watched this film on them like a couple weeks ago, and they went like really detailed into their defense. It was pretty cool. But then in Tennessee, they are just a really good uh 3-point shooting team. They're a two seed, but I mean, two seeds are basically like they could easily be a one seed.
Mhm.
Tennessee though, like for some reason they played terrible in their conference tournament and just crapped it away. So I am worried about that. Houston, I'm worried about because they have good they have good shooters, but like their offense is basically like fast break points, They get
Yeah.
steals on defense. So those two I am worried about. I'm more confident about UConn and North Carolina. But hey, if you get one side of the Final Four right, that's pretty good.
Mhm.
So, but yeah, I mean, it's hard, man, because you know, Tennessee, they're pretty good, and but they didn't play well in the conference tournament. But it's like, do they really care about their conference tournament? Because they're gonna like make the tournament anyway, which I think they do. But
Yeah.
yeah, it's hard because did you know like all top three seeds in the SEC tournament lost in the quarterfinals?
It's crazy.
Yeah. So
That's Kentucky, Tennessee, and who else?
Alabama.
Okay. Yeah. That SEC was good this year.
Yeah, I would
That's some
say the
solid teams.
SEC was like the second best conference. The Big East was the third best, and they got screwed. They only got three teams in: Marquette, Creighton, and UConn. I
Dude,
thought,
I don't know about that. I'm just like, I don't know. There's no way. I feel like there's gotta your top four from each conference have to make it. You tell me that the team that got fourth, like even the Pac-12, like Colorado hardly made it. The fourth
yeah,
team in the Pac-12 is worse than how many teams made from the Big 12?
oh, 8 or 9.
Yeah, like Texas is
Eight,
one
yeah,
of the lower ones. All right,
eight
they're
made
like
it
the
in the Big 12 and the SEC. I can't remember. There's two conferences that got eight. One got seven.
yeah. So you're gonna tell me that like a ninth or an eighth seed in the conference is better than a force like a fourth place conference team regular season. It's
Yeah,
like kind of hard to believe a little bit. I don't know. I just think that's like yeah, whatever. You can throw that in that many like conference teams if it's really that tough of a like of a yeah conference. But at the same time, I wish they almost capped it at seven or six teams because then think about the pressure of the conference games. Like no matter what, we can only take X amount from each conference. Then they'd be like, well, it's not the best teams. It's like, hey, you chose to play in that conference. I guess the players chose to play in that conference, but
yeah, that's true.
mhm,
It's hard to pick. There's always gonna
it
be
is.
somebody like, oh, they um They should have made it. Well, then put every team in. If they do the stupid, let's go to 96 teams, that's going to be the dumbest thing ever. Do not ruin magic.
They
Okay.
want it to be the whole week, or they want to add an extra week of it.
Well, then forget the conference tournaments. I
I know,
mean,
yeah. It's just like there's no weight. To take away the weight, take away like NC State making it. How cool is that? That was probably their only chance to make it.
yeah, that's their only shot. And okay, here's what you do. If you want that much like drama or money or intensity, whatever the TV people want, do what the NBA does. Do it like a mid-season tournament with all the bubble teams, which would actually be kind of
But
cool.
how do you know like who the bubble teams are? You talking about mid-season, like in
Like probably
January?
February, maybe February. Do it in February. Do like a little tournament.
So you make the tournament.
Like it's only for the teams that are on the bubble. Do
Oh,
it,
okay.
and maybe they do a point system. I don't know. I don't even know how the NBA does their tournament.
I
Okay.
feel like that's like the same thing as add 96 teams though, because then you take away I still feel like you take away the way of the conference tournament. I don't even like the first four playing games. I think that's stupid.
Yeah, it is stupid because it's
Yeah.
like 2-16 teams. Why is it always a 10 and 11 seed? Like, why do they gotta play? What made you think like, hey, let's just draw a number? Oh, we're gonna do the 11 and 10 seed just because
It's
we
got to
drew out of this
be
hat.
they drop down the number of the last four in. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
something
like
like that.
without those playing games, those teams playing right now would be the first four out instead of
Yeah.
last four in.
I mean, it's just stupid because the people in the freaking NCAA ruined everything. They suck. They for some reason won't go to a 16 team football playoffs, but we'll go to 14, which makes no sense. And
They went to
then
14.
yeah, they were going to 12, and then they're like, oh, let's go to 14. Just go to 16, stupid. Like,
They want
my
those top 10 teams to get a
gosh.
bye, man.
Nobody wants a bye. Just do, everyone needs to play the same amount of games. That's what makes the tournaments great. You know what's funny? Is these people are supposed to be super smart, and they are probably smart when it comes to academics. When it comes to sports, they're so stupid because they don't know anything. They do like the dumbest shit. Like, let's do four. Well, that worked for like a decade, but everyone's still going to complain. You should have done 8 or 16 right away. And March Madness, it was fine. It was perfect. It was good that they kept adding more teams because in the 70s, when NC State and Maryland played and they were both top five, and one of them didn't make it, that was stupid. They kept adding teams and adding teams. I think it was 85. They added like 48 or something teams. And if they didn't if they didn't do that, Villanova never would have won the national championship.
Oh man.
Yeah. And so that happened. And that was great. And like I don't know. I can't remember. I don't know the year they added 64 teams, but 64 just seemed good. Like, all right, that's good. There's like 6 rounds. You got 3 weeks of basketball. Why are you gonna add like 96 teams? Are you gonna just add a team that won the 10 Hey, this team has won 10 games. Let's just put them in. Let's do a participation trophy. You know what? People don't participate in life and get rewarded. They win or they fail. And you fail by having a
You're
shitty
harsh
season.
over here right now, man.
What?
Getting a little harsh, getting a little heated.
Well, you know what? If you're mad you didn't make the tournament and you're the 75th or 90th
Do you
team,
think they're actually gonna go to 96 though?
that's the NCAA. They do stupid stuff. I
Yeah, but
mean,
like, do you think it's just talk, or do you think they're actually gonna do it?
I think it's a possibility they might do
Give
it.
me a percentage.
Like 40, 50%, they'll do it. Probably 50% right now.
I don't think they're gonna do it. I don't really know
Yeah,
anything
because
about it, but
all they care about is money and in their pockets, which they're all pissed now because the players get money, and that's all they care about. So they're trying to make money with the TVs organization so they can get money. Everyone wants cash because even people that don't follow college basketball watch March Madness, and you know what? It's great. You don't. I mean, you got conference tournaments beginning in March, and you got the March Madness for the rest of March. only like 2 games in April. We don't want to be playing games in April. It's not called
Okay,
April March Madness.
you're in the same situation. You're on the board. You're deciding this. You're looking at the money, and they gotta be able to at least. You think they could double the amount of revenue if they added 96 teams? That's like
Maybe because you think about
that's
it,
that's
like the
doubles the
fan
games
base.
almost.
Yeah, but it's not going to be the same, dude. And yeah, so like you gotta have change. Yes, but then it's like, I mean, that's what makes March Madness so cool. Like you said, NC State shouldn't have even made the tournament, but they did. If they had 96 teams, it wouldn't have mattered.
Mhm.
Because they honestly they just want all the major conferences to be in. And no Pac-12, you're not a major conference anymore. You have 2 teams. You might as well just call it intramurals. I mean, come on,
What if they
man.
did this? What if it was like the final four was the best 2 out of 3? So final
That's
four and then championship game is best 2 out of 3.
no. I would hate that. I know. No.
What if I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I just think like if you got a good thing, because if you go 96 teams, 96 teams, like it's gonna take forever to fill out a bracket.
It is. Nobody's gonna want to fill out a bracket with 96 teams.
Yeah.
Like they just keep growing it and growing it. The playing games, whatever, just do them. It's something to do on a Tuesday, Wednesday night before the magical day of Thursday, and
Hmm.
all the games happen. Nobody wants freaking 96 team bracket. Nobody wants that. No one's gonna fill it out, and it's not even like printing it out and filling it out. People are going to the ESPN, CBS Sports app, your apps to fill out the brackets. Nobody's going to come to your app for your company to fill out a 96 team bracket. So you're
That's
basically
true
hurt.
though. It won't fit on a piece of paper anymore. The old
No,
school
like,
way.
well, nobody does it
Just
now. All mine are on the ESPN Challenge app. And it's just like, man, you've been like pissing me off here. I hate this. I don't want this to happen. I will be so mad if this happens.
okay, well,
Like,
you know what? Let's get out away from the politics of basketball and let's get back to the heart, the love of basketball. What game are you most looking forward to on basically your your second Christmas day, which is the
oh
first day of
man,
March Madness?
let's see here. That is tough. Well, personally, I'm going to the games in Omaha on Saturday. So
Nice.
let's probably that because I'm going to be there. Which, fun fact, people, Wes and I went to the Elite Eight in 2018 and had great seats. They were
Oh my gosh,
awesome.
yeah.
And we lucked out. It
It was
was the
like the
best.
best game of the tournament.
Yeah, because the Final Four sucked. It was
Yeah.
blowouts. But like that Villanova team was like insanely good. They just killed
Yeah.
everyone. Like they were, you want to watch great motion offense? That Villanova team, 2018 team was perfect.
Yeah, they were super good.
So in Omaha, I could see like Illinois play BYU, be
That'd
a
be a good
good
one.
game. And then Iowa State would play, Iowa State would play Drake, and they're both from Iowa. Oh, like the fans would travel. Like it would be legit, like
That's
just an
true.
Iowa State Drake game.
That would be a good game to watch. You think Drake could upset Iowa State?
Yeah, I think they could. It's possible. So it is
Give
possible.
me a
So
percentage.
I'd say 40% they could upset them.
You're giving him 40% chance. It's a huge percentage. That's crazy.
Yeah.
Is Drake really that good?
Yeah, I think they are. The reason my Indiana State team, the jersey on and everything, Larry Bird, didn't
Oh
make
yeah,
it.
they beat Indiana State, didn't they?
Yeah, in the conference finals. Yeah, it was very
Yeah,
disappointing.
they'll get a lot of heat for not putting him in after Virginia's horrible loss. Like they hardly
Yeah,
put up any points. It's just like it's like 27 to like 14 and a half or something.
yeah. Virginia
But
was a terrible team on it. Like they couldn't score at
mhm.
all. But yeah, I mean, otherwise we could see like, oh, who could we see? We could see Dakota State. I mean, South Dakota State. That'd be cool. I mean, they're close.
Mhm.
Uh, Washington State. They were pretty good in the Pac-12. It'd be kind of cool to see Morehead State, honestly. I legit partly want to buy a Morehead State so I could.
What's the first round we'll go Thursday and Friday. I said just Thursday. Give me the one game that you are besides Nebraska. Can't say Nebraska. Give me the one
Yeah,
game that you're excited to watch the most.
excited to watch the most.
Yep. Besides
Oh,
Nebraska, you can't do Crane either.
yeah, it's not. Mm, yeah, sorry. Let me go through here. Well, Duke's obvious, but I'm not gonna do that one because I'm a Duke fan, kind of. After Nebraska, probably the. Let's go up here because I saw it. Probably the New Mexico Clemson game. I
Yeah.
think that game will be pretty good. And then, uh,
Well, I said one, man. You keep trying to extend these
you know
answers
what? I'm
here.
gonna extend it, Wes. So deal with it.
I'm saying Kansas and Sanford.
Oh yeah, yeah. Scratch that. I passed that. Kansas, Stanford. Also, fun fact. We'll get into this, but this is like the second day we've recorded this episode, so
Mhm.
it's like part of the episode. Well, Kansas today, they don't have their best player. He's out for the tournament.
Oh
Like
no.
Bowen, he's been out since before the conference tournament because he had a bone bruise, and so he's out. And then their center, now I can't remember his name. I have to look up the roster here real
We're a
quick.
horrible sports
I
podcast
am.
right
I
now.
can't remember like people's names,
I don't even know what's going on halftime in sports. You can't pronounce the names.
dude. I can't like
We're
I
falling apart over
fucking
here.
I fucking suck at pronouncing just people's names in general.
Hey,
Sports.
so do I. So I'm glad you're
Uh
messing up and not me.
oh yeah, Dickerson, Hunter Dickerson, like he hurt his shoulder, and McCullough, Kevin McCullough, he's out. So that sucks. Like, yeah, but freaking yeah, I don't know. I think Sanford could beat him now, but they got KJ Adams. He's really good. He's really athletic, so he's gonna have to carry him. I mean, Dickerson will be in there, or Dixon. Sorry, I said Dickerson. Dixon will be in there. Can't read shit either. So he'll be in there, and like, uh, I mean, he's good, and he'll lead them, but I don't know how the shoulder is. So
Mhm.
yeah,
Nice. Well, that's good. Good spot to end it. It's gonna be exciting to see how this first round goes. It'll probably just be a big bracket buster like always. But thanks for
oh wait,
listening to our. Oh, what you got?
one more thing, Wes. A cool name for the NCAA tournament. Illinois got cool names, just like for March Madness. They got this center, so they got Terrence Shannon. I called him Lawrence earlier. Messed that up again because I was thinking Nebraska, so I was thinking Lawrence on Nebraska. But
All
like
right.
he dropped 40 against Nebraska. But
Mhm.
like they got this guy named Dane Danger. Dude, how cool would it be to be named Dane Danger and just like I'm a center and I'm going to dunk on you.
That's true. You get the ultimate trash talk with your last name.
I hope like he does well because that would just be freaking awesome. And then you got Coleman Hawkins, just Hawkins. That's kind of cool. But yeah, Dane Danger. He's only the redshirt sophomore. It said he used to play at Baylor. So or Park Center Baylor. It
Nice.
says, yeah, yeah, Baylor. He used to play there, and he's yeah, it's just cool that his name is that. There's gonna be a lot of games that are like that's an NCAA tournament name right there, right
That's true. See what happens. See if he. I mean, Illinois is a pretty good team, so I know he'll show up to play.
there. Yeah. All right.
But yeah. All
That's all I
right.
got.
Now we're in the episode. Wyatt's got to mention the cool names to look out for. Tominaga is definitely going to be a fan favorite. Like we know him because of Nebraska, but if Nebraska wins their first game, Tominaga will be like just like it's just like again a cool name. He's a fun player to watch.
Yeah.
He's got a lot of basketball skill. He's so relatable to the average person because he's 6 foot and he's not. I mean, he doesn't look. No offense, Tominaga, he just doesn't look like a basketball player. If you were walking down the street, you probably wouldn't notice.
He
But
doesn't look
man,
strong at all, but he can like I mean
he's
he
got
can
skill. He's
shoot from
athletic.
range. Yeah.
The way he
So
jumps over people, I mean, he can jump too.
yeah.
And he's smart with his body position, and he knows how to just get the angles. So
And my guy
we've been
Sam
watching him all
Hoiberg.
year. What?
And my guy Sam Hoiberg, man. The
Yeah,
guy's
he's just
small too, but he's
a
like
hustler.
he's a basketball mind. He's crazy. Like he just makes plays that like he knows is gonna happen sometimes before his teammates do, and he can just. I bet I wouldn't be surprised if Tominaga it's like a big shot to win a game, or Sam Hoiberg we're up, makes a big steal, and we win the game. It's 6 a.m.
There we
So
go. Then we got to play Houston if we win.
yeah.
That's another podcast for another time.
Yep.
But all right. Thanks for listening to our sports talk here on the Spalding Brothers Show. And tune in for our next one where we're going to be talking about that poster that's behind Wyatt with basketball life lessons, how we apply them now. So stay tuned for that one.